The crowd murmurs softly, their gazes heavy with expectation. You step forward, the air charged with tension, yet your pulse remains steady. It's not that you lack fear, it's there, but it doesn't own you. You've mastered something ancient, something powerful. You've embraced a secret that once fortified the hearts of emperors, warriors, and philosophers alike. Confidence isn't about being fearless. It's about building an unshakable foundation, brick by brick, against the storms of life. The ancient Stoics knew this secret, and today, you're about to uncover it. This is not just philosophy, it's a weapon against self-doubt, a light in the darkest of storms. Let's begin where it all started, a battered young slave who turned chains into wisdom. Imagine Epictetus, his leg bound in iron, his days spent serving a cruel master. To most, his life would have been defined by despair, yet in the quiet corners of his mind, he built something extraordinary. While others might have seen only his physical bondage, Epictetus understood the difference between external control and inner freedom. One day, his master's cruelty reached its peak. In a moment of unchecked rage, he twisted Epictetus's leg until it broke. The young slave didn't cry out, didn't beg for mercy. Instead, he remarked calmly, "I warned you this would happen." It wasn't resignation, it was resilience. Epictetus had grasped a profound truth. The only thing within our power is how we perceive and respond to the world. Confidence, he discovered, isn't granted by circumstance. It's cultivated through clarity and acceptance. This understanding became his shield, and it can become yours. Years later, as a free man and revered teacher, Epictetus shared his wisdom with students who struggled with self-doubt. His lessons weren't lofty ideals, they were tools forged in the fire of his own suffering. One student, a young man trembling at the thought of public speaking, approached him for advice. "How can I face their judgment without faltering?" he asked. Epictetus, ever composed, replied with a question of his own. "Whose opinion do you fear more, theirs or your own?" The words cut deep, exposing a simple yet often overlooked truth. Confidence is rooted in self-honesty. It requires us to stop seeking validation from the outside world and instead focus on living in harmony with our principles. The lesson stuck. Confidence doesn't come from the applause of others. It comes from the quiet knowledge that your actions align with your values. Now, shift your gaze to Marcus Aurelius, seated in his war tent under a sky heavy with the threat of battle. As emperor, he bore the weight of an entire empire, yet his journals reveal a man who grappled with doubt and fear like anyone else. In the stillness of the night, Marcus wrote to himself, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." These weren't just words, they were his anchor, a daily reminder that confidence is not about controlling the chaos, but about mastering the self. Picture him now, rising before dawn to meditate on the impermanence of life, to remind himself that the opinions of others, the victories and failures of the day, were but fleeting shadows. His confidence came not from the throne he sat upon, but from the discipline he cultivated within. What can we take from these ancient figures to fortify ourselves against the modern storms of insecurity? The Stoics offer a radical approach. Stop chasing perfection. Instead, embrace the messiness of being human. When criticism arises, see it not as an attack, but as an opportunity to grow. When fear whispers in your ear, answer it with action, however small. Imagine this. You face a daunting challenge. Instead of shrinking, you pause and ask the question that guided the Stoics for centuries. What is within my control? The answer may be simple: your breath, your focus, your effort, but it is enough. Confidence is not a destination. It's a practice. It's choosing to show up again and again, with the knowledge that setbacks are teachers, not enemies. The Stoics remind us that confidence isn't about standing tall without fear. It's about standing tall despite it. It's about living in alignment with your values, no matter the noise around you. So today, take a moment to reflect. What is holding you back? What external forces have you allowed to dictate your inner peace? Let those go. Embrace the Stoic practice of self-mastery, and you'll find that confidence isn't a gift. It's a skill, forged in the fire of intention. Walk forward, not with arrogance but with quiet strength. You don't need the world's approval. You need only your own commitment to growth. That is the secret to unshakable confidence. Start now. The rest will follow. Subscribe for more Stoic wisdom.